Hola everyone, I'm Bastian Alexander, and today I want to talk to you about self-confidence. It's one of those concepts that most of my clients would like to improve. They want to grow their self-confidence. But what is it, and how do you boost your self-confidence? That's what we're going to talk about today. So today I am going to give you 5 ways to boost your self-confidence immediately. So let's go with the first one. And the first one is know what self-confidence is. So what do I mean with that? Like self-confidence is one of those concepts that you hear a lot about. Everybody wants to boost it, but nobody really realizes what is self-confidence. Because self-confidence is not that you are as a person, like you're either confident or you're not confident. It's a response, it's a reaction, it's how you feel. And it can depend on the situation. It can depend on your energy levels and your own mental state. It can depend on so many things, and it can change from day to day. So the first one is that it's not you as a person that is either confident or not, but it's just like, is your response, is your feeling confident or not? And then what is self-confidence? Very basically, self-confidence is having confidence in yourself in a challenging situation. The confidence that you can handle to survive in a challenging situation. So that can be like doing a presentation, that can be in a social situation, that can be a physical challenge. It can be all different kind of challenges that you face and that you have the confidence that you will survive or that you will do good. So then the thing is, like, that is what self-confidence is, and that you be aware of the meaning of it. And then the second one, what you can do is to respond to your confidence level with a growth mindset. So I will do like a totally different video about like what a growth mindset is exactly. But it's basically like it's the contrary of like a fixed mindset. So growth mindset is that like every qualities, every skill that you have is not a fixed trait that is not changeable, or a talent that either you're talented or you're not talented. That everything that you are, that you do, and the skills and the qualities that you have is something that you can develop, and that you're always looking at a way to grow instead of to prove yourself or to prove others that you have a certain quality or not. And then if you look at self-confidence from a growth mindset perspective, it means that your response and your emotion to a certain situation with the confidence to yourself is something that you can grow. It's not a fixed point where you're at, and then either the answer is yes or no if you're confident, but it is just like in a line, let's say from 0 to 100, and then where are you at the line right now, and how can you grow it? So like the first two is all about like visualization and the concept of self-confidence. So that if you look at like in a situation where like, oh, I want to be more confident in it, is then like, why are you not have confidence in yourself in this situation? Like what skills or what experience do you miss and you would like to grow in order to become more self-confident? So in that situation, always look at like not just like, oh, this is a fixed point and I need to make a jump to the yes, I am self-confident zone, but it's just like this line that like if you start working on it, that you can develop it and become better at it just to add skills and experience to the situation. Then the third one is look at it as your belief. So change your mindset towards the self-confidence. The third one is change your belief about your self-confidence. And what I mean by that is that if you're confident or not confident, it's not that like there's a list of skills that you can have in order to be confident. It's a feeling, it's a perception if you are or if you're not. And like with a belief, it's something that you can create your own reality. It basically is that you can decide for yourself, if you have self-confidence or not. And it's not that easy. It's not like, oh, let me just decide to be self-confident and then you feel self-confident. But it's all about like looking for evidence, looking for references that say that you have self-confidence. So look at situations in your life that you felt confident or that you responded in a confident way. Even though if it's the slightest or the smallest situation that you showed it, hold on to it. Focus on the moments that you were self-confident or you felt self-confident, and then start to grow your belief that you are a self-confident person. And maybe you're not showing it all the time or directly, but it is something that you can even develop even more and more in the future, and then just like grow your arsenal of references that you are self-confident. And then the fourth one is going to be all about the relationship between the mind and the body. Because what you see is that if you are more energized, if you are in a better shape, that you also have a stronger mental state, that it's easier to overcome a setback. So if you start exercising and you start to become in a really good shape, it means that you have more energy, that you feel healthier, and that you will be you would be able like to deal with the setback or with like an insecure thought. It's easier to deal with it. So the stronger you are in your body, the stronger you will be in your head. That's number 4, exercise. And then the last one for today is all about stay positive. Because what happens is that you have a decision where you want to focus on. In every situation, there's always a positive and a negative side. Sometimes there's a lot of positive and a little bit of negative, or the other way around. But you can decide, you can choose on where you want to focus on. Is it going to be on the negative, or is it going to be on the positive to grow your self-confidence? It is like closely related to your belief, because if you start to focus on the positive or on the proof and the references that you are able to grow your self-confidence and to respond in a self-confidence way, you will grow your belief. And with growing your belief, it's also, again, with your brain, that information comes in and keeps confirming that you have self-confidence. So again, like self-confidence, what is self-confidence? It's not that it is you as a person and that you always answer like, are you self-confident, yes or no? It's always on this scale. And it depends on the situation. It depends on your mental state, on your energy levels, if you can respond in a self-confident way or not, if you have confidence in yourself in a challenging situation. And then respond to it with the growth mindset. If you are in a situation and the answer is like, am I responding self-confidence or not? Then add the word yet. You're not there yet, but you can grow, you can develop. It's not a fixed trait that you are self-confident or not, and that you're born with it. No, you were learned a certain thing to respond in a certain way, and you can always unlearn it, learn new stuff, and develop the self-confidence. So that's the second one. The third one is, look, even if it's the tiniest details of where you are responding with in a self-confidence way, then focus on it. Focus on the positive. Focus on the proof that you're looking for, that you want in your life. and start growing that seed instead of focusing on a negative. You can decide on which side, on which perspective you want to focus on, and do it always on the positive. Because the more you focus on the positive, the more your brain will look for the positive in your surroundings, and that will be like a snowball effect rolling and become bigger and bigger. And then the last one, also make sure you're in a physical good state, because there is such a relationship between your physical state and your mental state. So start exercising and become in a physical good shape, eat healthy, and feel energized. So these are the 5 tips for today to grow your self-confidence. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel to get a notification for new videos. There's also like a link to my website in the description, so check it out over there. There are more similar videos about the personal development as well. And I'll be back next week with a fresh video. Adios!